Hello and welcome back to Varlamore Chunk. And yup, yeah, that's right. Sorry for spoiling the end of the video, but I get one chance to do this title and thumbnail, and oh man, am I gonna do that. Anyway, if you just want to see the soul fight, I've uploaded the whole fight unedited in a separate video linked in the description. But for those who are interested in my chunk account, watch on! If this is your first time here, hi! Glad you can join me. My name's Crack, and when Varlamore launched, I created a OneChunk Ironman account, starting in the chunk where you first arrived to Varlamore via the birdie, and I had some crazy skilling grinds to start with, and you can watch those in the playlist linked here in the description. And after 5 months, I rolled the Colosseum chunk. Unfortunately, then I had to backlog all the uniques until I had access to prayer pots, I decided, or some way to restore prayer in there, and 150 days ago, I rolled the Varrock Lumberyard chunk. And not only did I get a whole bunch of skilling grinds from there, I decided it was time to remove Sunfire Fanatic from the backlog, so my chunk goals looked like this. As of last video, we'd finished the 50 Herblore requirement, and we have 2 out of 3 of the pieces of Sunfire Fanatic already. But I can't equip them yet until I get 60 prayer, and my only source of prayer XP is burying regular bones. So we're going to be at the chicken coop for a fair bit of the start of this video, killing chickens and burying the bones. There's also 2 skilling grinds I'm working on. We need 33 rune crafting to make Sunfire runes, and I need 68 cooking to make a tuna potato, and I plan to make 1,000 of those, which I'm going to be using for my Colosseum grinding. And after clicking on this video, you might notice that the quiver isn't on this list. I didn't think I'd be able to do it yet. I was expecting to finish my skilling grinds, get those Sunfire Fanatic legs to drop and roll a chunk. But that's not what happens, so let's see how I got there. Oh, and I suppose I should explain what happens next here. During the last league, I played this account by doing only the Varlamore region. I did a whole series on it, and I decided on the main game I was going to make a one-time exception to go get some league rewards and then come back to my chunks with them. So I'm going to be leaving my chunks here just for a couple of cosmetics that I earned from playing in Varlamore, so I feel like it's fair and it's fun, so I'm going to do that. The league rewards come out today, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to take my one-time exception. We are going to teleport to Lumbridge, and we are going to go get some league rewards. Here we are in the dark. Let's hit a claim trophies, get the things, and then we're going to trade, see how many points we've got. 10k. From this league, we're getting the portal. From Trailblazer Reloaded, we want the Alchemy Scroll. And from the very first league, I want the dark mode of my house. That's the most important one, and I think the hat from this is particularly cool, and let's ditch back to Varlamore. Alright, our one-time exception has been made to get our league's rewards, all of which the points we earned were from Varlamore, so let's have a look what we've got. We of course have our trophies. There's the bronze one, the iron one, and the steel one. Yay, go us. This one I will need to use in my house. The alchemy scroll changes what our alchemy looks like. Let's go cast an alchemy. If I use alchemy on this rune kite shield, yeah, it burns it. Isn't that cool? Okay, that was the alchemy scroll. And now we've got this amazing fashionscape. The hat, that was the thing I wanted the most. And of course, the rest of the outfit. That looks sweet. Here at the estate agent, I want to redecorate my house with the twisted blueprints. There you go. Alright, let's go visit the house and see if I can use this portal scroll there as well. And I've just been informed by looking it up that you can't actually use this on the entrance portal. This is only used for portal chamber things, so it's going in the junk tab, which is very unfortunate. And these things are going in the fashionscape tab. Alright, let's go check out our house. Here we are. And it's all dark. That's so much better. This is like my favorite thing. And of course, while we're here, We're gonna have to load up on milk. Milk obtained. Back we go. Continuing on the top of cosmetics. About a month ago, just over I think, I ran a poll on my YouTube channel for naming my shoulder parrot, and the winner was a K. But my little friend here has informed me that they don't like that name, and they are going to be renaming themselves to Carrot, suggested by Juanito here, because that name is excellent, and I've decided no more democracy. It's good. Yeah, you're called Carrot now. Oh, we are looking snazzy in this Coliseum. The fashionscape is so on point. We got a new PV. Wow. We got to wave 10 and we got 14,900 glory. And just don't look at the bass that happens to be there. I didn't bring that in. Okay. There, up to 525. Waves completed, 135 deaths. And what about that glory? View glory. Beautiful. I just did a Prison Pete random and got 7 lore runes as a reward. That's so good. I didn't know you could get that. Are you ready for this bone? A K says he's ready for this bone. There's like a bone on my, yeah, 59 prayer, 1 level left. Oh, look what I see. Man, I'd love to be able to catch those. Alright, I'll come over on my Ironman out of curiosity. If I did get this on the Chunk account, what would it have been? There he is. Come on, any second now, please. Jesus, how many attempts is this going to take? What's going on? Okay, there we go. 7 Runite bars. You know what? I'm actually happy I didn't get that on the Chunk account. That load of corn should be 1,000 of all our ingredients. Now we just need to start processing them. And we start with the worst part of them all, turning them into butter. Oh, damn. Varlamore chunk, what are you doing? Oh my god, that took so long. Watch this. I'm just working that churn and still have not made a second one. Please make the second one. There it goes. Why is that so slow? That's insane. If you ever find yourself thinking, I want to churn 1,000 milk into butter, I would recommend you reconsider. This takes a really long time, but we're almost done. When this final bucket, come on, any second now. Come on, game, please. There it goes. It takes so long. Ah, oh, that's okay though, because now when we head back to the bank, there's going to be a beautiful thing in there. And here it is. The beautiful thing is we have 1,000 pats of butter. Okay, next is to bake 1,000 potatoes. There's 68 cooking from making the corn. This part here is really good XP. We're getting well over 100k an hour just cooking up the corn. And now we can officially make baked potatoes with a tuna and sweet corn, and sunlight antelope too, which is a thing that, I don't know, hopefully at some point we'll be able to do. I find that making corn is actually a really good way to get 69. 70 cooking. We have 1,000 corn, 1,000 tuna, and 1,000 potatoes with butter. Now we just need to start combining them. As I tip this tuna and this sweet corn onto these potatoes. There we go. 1,000 tuna potatoes. Oh, they are beautiful. I cannot wait to use them in the Coliseum. But before I use them, I want to be able to use these. So we need to get back to those chickens and we need to finish off that 60 prayer. It's a couple of days later and we've got a really good day today with 1,300 bones buried so far and still going strong. We are 45% of the way through the level. So next week we're gonna get 60 prayer. I cannot wait. I was pretty keen to take a break from chickens, so I did, and we came here to the Rune Essence mine, and that's because we need 1600 essence to do our rune crafting goal for this chunk, which is to make a Sunfire rune. And out of the 1600 essence so far, we have 1343 of it, so we are almost done. And with all the pure essence mining finished, we're on to actually making the runes. And we're just running from Varrock East Bank up to the Earth Altar, going in and clicking on the thing. Pretty simple. It's rune crafting at its most basic, and it's rune crafting level 26, the first level of this session, and I think we're going to go the whole way to 33. Back into the Earth Altar, and on this infusion of magic into the runes, we get 30 rune crafting. Beautiful. There it is, 33 rune crafting. Okay, oh, I didn't even read the message, but I know what it is. Let's head over to Varlamore and let's make some Sunfire runes. Hello, Shrine of Ralos. If we use those on there, Sunfire runes, we've made them. Okay, another chunk task. Ticked off, we'll make that green. And let's get back to some skillin'. Other skillin' now. We're done with chickens. We're done. We haven't got the level yet, don't worry. Look how close it is. It says 100%. It's not real, don't believe it. When we first arrived in Varlamore, we arrived here. Right here with Premio. Premio? That bird. And one of our very first grinds was trying to get all the drops from guards, and so we were flinching them around the corners of the fountain. And I'm going to do exactly that for our final bone. Oh. It could be this one. You ready? It was this one. Okay, bone, onion seeds, hell yes, onion seeds. Ah, level 60 prayer. Yeah. Ah. Sunfire Fanatic armor. And we have some of that right here. Look at our silly sun hat. Ah. Well. Let's go use this in the Colosseum. How many feathers did we pick up? 66,000. Cool. My prayer has improved by so much, it's crazy that I don't think I need more prayer bonus. I would still swap to Sunfire legs because they give us not that much reduction in tank for a lot of extra prayer. But I think this is going to be better than the priest gown. Alright, let's do our first attempt with Sunfire and tuna potatoes. Taking a break to do a clue because these are really useful for the Colosseum. I can still get a cape upgrade from various sources from easy clues that I'm hoping for, so I want to get one done, and we're 3 out of 4 for a guaranteed casket. Also, this is nice and AFK, and I'm playing some other accounts at the moment, and you can see my discard clues here. I'm playing some other accounts at the moment, and this is something I can easily do on the side to keep that progress rolling. We are coming in with 96 thieving, and we've got 4 doable clues over there. I'm not on a rush, but I'm probably going to get to 99 thieving here doing this at some point. Oh, it was a 2-step casket. Oh no. Oh, that means there's still 2 steps on the ground over there that I got to think about. Well, I don't want to attempt a 2-step clue. That feels like a waste. And I can't bank both of them, I can only bank one. Don't want to let them despawn, so I guess we're staying here and we're going for another casket. Oh my god, there's the one. Is it green? Yeah, it's green. Okay, that's 4. We could do another casket. And hopefully it's not a 2-step one, which would trap us here again for another few 100,000 XP. Okay, all juggled, let's go do them. Here we go, guaranteed 2 caskets. Go for speed. Bang, bang, we got nothing. Oh hi, this is crack literally 2 seconds later after I gave myself any time to think. That's a pickaxe upgrade. So, yeah, we didn't get literally nothing, that's actually awesome. God, I was just mousing over that thing and looking at the stats on it. That's insane. 80 range defense. It's more than Dragon Plate Legs. Oh, that's unfortunate. I get the whole way up to the interesting waves, to all the chore ones, and then I instantly get walled out by the invocation. Well, at least I get to get a bit of money. Oh. Just came out of the Colosseum, and I'm waiting another 30 seconds for my random event. And we get a medium clue drop. I never get medium clues drop. Well, it's not one I can do, so... great. No! Ah, we got invocationed out again. On a Wave 7 completion too, this was going so well. Well, at least I get a good amount of splinters and some nice elks. 66 ranged. It's not an important level, but it is a level, and this run is going really well at the moment. I'm really happy with how this one's progressing. We're up to Wave 7 at the moment, and this is the last mob, so we get a chance at Wave 8. Oops. Oh man, it was just me loading up the recorder because I had a really tricky thing to do and I knew I was at 9 doom. I was like, there's a really good chance I die here, like really high chance I die as I go around the corner. And I was like, okay, so I'll bring the recorder for up, loaded up the recorder, kept flicking. As soon as I pressed record, messed up a flick on the big boy and died. Well, that was funny. Oh, hello again, Freaky Forester, a two-tail pheasant. Yeah, I can get one of those for you. Bonk 'em. Nicely done, and of course you know what it means when we're doing a random event clip. A random event clip means that this lamp is going to get us Slayer level that ends at a 5. Oh my god, it's beautiful. 35 Slayer. Love that for me. I can kill wall beasts. That's going to be just the best. 75 magic, beautiful level. Fire wave, that means our blood spells, if we ever use blood runes, have a max hit. Staff of the Dead and Light, that's cool. Alright, back to it. We're on our, you can see here, we're on our 3rd attempt today. Nothing interesting particularly has happened so far though. So I've been sitting at the sand crabs for a bit, because 84 attack is a great thing to get. Mostly because I've been playing some other accounts, and this is the place where I can get the most XP that's helpful in the Colosseum with one click. So when I'm multitasking, I'm trying to do the sand crabs. It's definitely not efficient, but it does help in the Colosseum, and it's the most efficient thing for that I can do. So let's head back in. Because I haven't done my daily run yet. I'm trying to get to at least doing a wave 6+ every single day. Turns out there's quite a lot of Colosseum. Let's have a look at the stats. Alright, so our Colosseum stats, we are over 600 waves completed, and we have 152 deaths. That's bringing my waves per death has got over 4, which is awesome. I'm really happy with that. I would say currently it's running at even over 5. I'm probably averaging wave 5+, but I had all those ones early on where I'm getting like waves 2 and 3 and 4 that I need to sort of try get ahead of. So it's a long struggle to bring that average up, but I think we're doing really well. In some of my downtime between Colosseum attempts, I've decided to come to the sand crabs with ranged. Because in that last attempt, I had to range a ranger. And it took a really long time, and it was really brutal flicking, and I missed some, and I took some extra damage, which I didn't like. And I was looking at some DPS calculations, and with my bronze arrows, if I get up to level 69 ranged, that will get me one more max hit, bringing my max hit from 8 up to 9. Now that max hit on its own, that's like, what, 12% extra DPS or something like that? And as well as that, every single level will give me more accuracy on top, and I decided that's probably worth it, because getting there in total would take me about 7 hours. It's going to be a bit less than that now, seeing as I've done a little bit of training here already, but for a total of 7 hours of work to get 12% extra DPS in that niche scenario, it felt worth it to me. So although most of my active time I'm going to be doing Colosseum because oh man do I want to finish this chunk, this is going to be my new, not exactly AFK, but my downtime method of choice. Our AFK-ish time at the beach is come to an end. The 69 range has been acquired. That means with our bronze arrows we can now hit 9s, which is super cool. But there's an even better thing, I think. It's probably not better actually, it's probably about the same, but that's now that steel arrows have acquired the same max hit as myth arrows, so I don't need to bring myth arrows into the Colosseum anymore. I can do it with steel and be saving some money. I took another little clue break, and from this one, we have acquired another casket. How many is this now? That is, well, multiple firelighters. Oh, whoops, I missed the level. I've been really sick recently. And I haven't been able to, like, focus for an hour at a time. I have to keep going to bed, so I haven't been doing any Colosseum the last few days, which is unfortunate, so I've been trying to get any time I can at sand crabs, and look, we got a level 85 attack from that. Hey, at least the time's not being wasted, we're still making good progress. It's been 4 days since we last set foot in the Colosseum, but I'm feeling good enough that I think I'll be able to do a run now. Here we go. Oh, well, my first attempt back, we died on wave 3. I think I might be a little bit out of practice. Or maybe just not totally focused yet. Oops. Let's grab a couple more potatoes and go right back in. That's not a good start. And wave 4 on the next one. Can't flick a manticore. Oh man. What has happened? I guess my brain's not fully back in its right place yet. We're gonna call that for the day. We'll come back tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow will be better. Oh, hello, I'm just hanging out in the Colosseum with Carrot here. And I just wanted to record a clip, just to update on how things are going, seeing as not much that exciting happens. There's lots of maging these Jaguar Warriors. We're coming up to the end of wave 4, about to start a wave 5. We're still doing wave 6s every day. I'm getting at least to wave 6. And it's going pretty well. I'm feeling pretty good about the Colosseum. I haven't hit a PB in a while, which is unfortunate. I was hoping I could at some point, but no luck yet. And I was just looking at the chunk picker, and look at this, it's been 138 days we've been here since our last roll. I'm really looking forward to getting a roll coming in. Voiceover crack here, look what happens here. Dealt with these, we've got a ranger in the middle, and then we get mage and melee spawn on that side, so I come around, and oh no, these are on the same tick, and I triggered the manticore. Okay, that's looking really bad, so we give it a good old flick the manticore, ditch to the other pillar, and then try tick-eat attacks on the way over. Ranger attacks, I click a potato while his projectile's in the air, and I end on 22 health, meaning I tick-ate it. Hell yeah. Well, I was just talking about a PB, and on that same run, I've got to my PB wave. Wave 9 completed is the best I've ever done, and we're about to go into a wave 10 with volatility 3. Good luck us. Oh, 89 hit points too. That's cool. And seeing as this is a PB attempt, well, let's talk about what's going on. There's a ranger there, so I want to bring it in. Yeah, it's safe to go that side, so I pray mage, pull it in, and now I can start meleeing things and off-tick these two minions. Well, not off-tick them, they are already off-ticked, meaning I can just flick them while fighting. So after a successful session of flicking those, well, Livecrack decides he wants to start talking again because he's figured out that things are starting to go quite well. Okay, I think I'm going to try a D-stack here and pull the Minotaur out. Usually I don't like using D-stacks, and on a regular account I would just come around here and shoot it, but on this one, I don't want to do that, so we're going to run to this tile here, we're going to pray mage, range, melee, we're going to run back. And then, hopefully, it comes around. It does. And now to throw away another couple of hundred iron arrows into the abyss, never to be seen again. Okay, with the Minotaur down, I could go over this side, and if I had reasonable DPS I would, but because I don't have reasonable DPS, not even close, we're gonna split this. Which is a much harder flick to do than just doing these, but it means that then I get to a safe point where I can do an easier flick after that. Here we go. Nice, that's the thing done. We wait till it comes down the side, and then we pray mage and wait for it to attack. There we go. Okay, with that one, we're going to do the old peek and ditch, where we come out this side for one tick so that the back one sees us first, but then we come back behind so that the front one doesn't. And on that same time, we run over to this pillar so that we off-tick them. So it's going to be here and mage. Oh, we're probably going to start with mage on. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here and pray range in the same tick. Then melee, then back to range. And that should be safe. It's hard, but it's safe. If things go wrong, camp pray range and I click a potato. Nicely done. It's a PB. Oh, that's insane. Wow. Okay, well, we also just hit a 4 hours of login doing one Colosseum attempt. Because, you know, we're doing half-hour waves at the moment. Whew. Okay, we're going for the PB. I mean, there already is a PB. That is a PB. I cleared wave 10. Look up on the left here. If I beat this wave, we get a Soul Heredit attempt? That would be insane. There's no way that happens, right? Anyways, well, I guess we have to go for it. I've got a fair bit of prayer, so I'm feeling like the blasphemy here might be the play this late in. Earlier in, I really wouldn't want to be going high blasphemy, but this late in, it might be doable. I think I'd prefer to have more space to tank stuff and not go for the Frailty 3 at the moment, so... Well, yeah, let's go. Oh my god, it's a spoon spawn. Okay, I can't get excited too early, but that's very exciting. Okay, I've dealt with the Fremnix, and I'm going to line things up on the side like this. And then we come down, and it brings the Minotaur in behind, which means we can flick the Major and shoot the Minotaur. Okay, those are dealt with. And now we've got a big old stack. So what I'm thinking for this one is I'm going to go to this pillar, and to split one off I'm going to go to this part out here. I'm going to run back to about there to try bring the mage over to this side to get this one caught on the corner here. Otherwise I'm going to have to corner trap a Manticore here and range the other one to death, which might be possible actually, but let's see how this first part goes first. Because all I have to do on the way down is pray mage. And let's see what happens. As it comes over, and then we go behind. That didn't do what I... Oh, it did. I did get it caught. Did not expect that to go perfectly. Okay, the final split. The last two monsters. Here we go. There's no way. I wasn't meant to get here. Holy. Wow. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. Well, I really don't want to deal with Totemical Quartet, so I guess it's a Frailty 3. We're actually going to go for it. We're going to go for our first attempt on Soul Heredit. I've brought the Rune 2H. And we're putting it on accurate, because yes, that is my best DPS against Soul. I've done the calcs. Depending on max hit thresholds, and as my strength goes down, it will sometimes be and sometimes not be, but when I'm at my current stats, yes, this is my best DPS. Okay, I've got Doom 3, and this is going to be a really long fight, so I'm not expecting I'm going to beat this. Like, that'd be crazy. There's no way. I mean, there is a way, but we're just going to have to give it a go. Wow, okay. Let me give you some game sounds. Alright. Yeah. Didn't get the attack bot in time. Whoops. Alright, so we're just going to watch through this, but skip all to the interesting bits, because most of the fight is just going to be this. I'm just going to be sitting here, dodging the attack patterns, and this clip is 9 minutes long. You don't need to watch this for 9 minutes. So coming up here is my first mistake in the fight, and it's a pretty simple one. It's totally down to nerves. I just get the pattern wrong. Boop, there we go, I take damage, but just gotta eat a potato and keep going. Cannot let it affect my composure. The first phase transition's about to come up, and I really want to use this side of the room for as long as possible, so rather than go backwards, I go sideways, and another puddle spawned exactly where I was trying to walk. Unfortunate. Okay, we get our first special here, and the triple attack's also unfortunate, because if it's a grapple, we get a guaranteed max hit, and yeah, we don't get a guaranteed max hit from that one. So I decide I want to switch to the other corner of the boss where I've got more room to move, so I can always just click back and attack the boss, whereas on that right side there, because there's only one tile to attack the boss on, I'd have to manually path back in. The next mistake comes in after a special, which is a triple attack again, of course, and I don't click back on the boss in time, so the boss moves and it makes me mess up my pathing, which throws me off completely and I just forget the pattern for one attack. Oops. I had a puddle spawn next to me, so I have to do some manual pathing back to attack the boss here. This is the 5th or 6th special, and we get our first grapple for a 26 max hit. Hell yeah. So I decide here that I don't really have enough room behind me, so I start planning to rotate around the boss. I'm making my way over to the corner, and then from the corner I turn my camera and come round to the next side where we deal with the next special. The next mistake comes from dodging that beam, makes me forget where I was at in the attack pattern, which is usually fine, but I'm at 4 out of 5 Doom now, so if I take one more hit from anything, it's all over. Changing the prayers threw me off. Damn. 52%? That's pretty cool. That is really cool. I am super proud of that. Okay, we got a new glory high score. Let's check what that is, view glory. Well, the herb patch when we get there will no longer get diseased. That's awesome. Didn't get the emote though, not quite. Maybe next time. I was so shaky during that. I was so nervous. Made a couple mistakes that, you know, without the pressure I wouldn't have made, but I'm really proud of that. Like, I'm not expecting to get the cape this chunk, but I know it's possible, and I do have the skills, and if it does happen, God, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? I'm feeling really good after that. Also really hungry. I need to go make dinner. I'm still thinking about that last run and I'm kind of on a high from it. We got 20 nature runes from a mystery box too, that's cool. But also we used 1500 iron arrows. I definitely need to make sure I keep stocking up on them, because using 1500 iron arrows per attempt is going to go through them really quick. The next run was starting to go really well too, and we got 86 attack during it until... we have to claim loot. Unfortunate. This counts as my wave 6 for the day. I'm allowed to not do another one. We're being sneaky with that. Though I probably will tonight, but before work we won't do another one. We're gonna go do some just chill AFK combat, and in 2.5 minutes hopefully we spawn a random event. Let's see it happen. 4, 3, 2, there he is. Oh my god, like 2 seconds early. So nice of you, Mr. Forrester. Glad you can join me. I'm just down at the beach waiting for a random event to spawn, and there's a scorpion here. I've never seen that before. Has that always been here? I went back to look at my old sand crabs video, and I didn't see it there. I honestly can't figure out what's up with that. If you know about the scorpion, please tell me in the comments. So this is a good one. I just started a Colosseum run, and we get a magic level right at the start. But I really shouldn't have started one now, because like as soon as I dealt with the Fremenix, I instantly get 6 hour logged. 87 attack, getting a lot of training in this chunk. We've shredded the end of this Minotaur, or maybe I spoke too soon. Nope, that's probably it. Trust? Yeah. Probably gonna be calling it there. It's late. I've been making some mistakes. Unless that showed a unique, we are gonna claim one of the rare claims, or actually get some loot from this thing. That's kind of cool. Also, second wave 7+ today. Did I get to wave 8 last time? I don't remember. But generally when I come out of the Colosseum, it's been long enough that I'm due a random event, so I'm going to head down to the beach, and I'm just going to whack some sand crabs until the 5-minute ticks over once again. 2, 1, and it's a cat. Cool, we can get some fishing XP before I go to bed. Oh, this cat has a nap in this, and I'm going to have a nap too. Just a big old 7 to 8 hour nap. On this spawn, I was mega freaking out right now, so, you know, just decided, okay, it's time to ditch. Do I flick this right? Nope, I don't even try to flick it. I just tank all the hits, and somehow I don't die. That was not deserved in the slightest. But that's okay, RNG catches up with me on wave 10 where I try the same thing and get fully doomed. It could be any second now. It depends how much my bow pops off. Come on, Carrot, help me shoot. Did you get him? Yeah, you got him. These are quite slow. But there it is! Oh, that's such a pretty level. 70 ranged. Oh. Black D-hide, Webweaver bow, Dragonfire wards. There's so much cool stuff on there. Well, we got there again. I didn't do anything before coming in here, so you can see it took 3 hours and 44 minutes basically to get to this point. The waves are like almost half an hour each. Those in waves, which is a lot. But supply management, excellent. That was really good. And I learned from last time I had plenty of prayer, so I'm going to try using these ones. And this time I don't have Doom 3, so I'm not going to get killed by that, but I do have Frailty 3, so I have very low health. Alright, well, let's just pot up and give it a go. Alright, same again, let's highlight reel this with commentary. If you want to watch the full fight though, however, you can watch it via a link in the video description to see all the bits that I've cut out of this edit. This time we get through to the first transition with 0 mistakes made, and I don't get trolled by puddles. Our first special again though is a triple attack. The first mistake comes from my second sip of prayer potion, where diverting my attention to my inventory makes me forget and have to guess the pattern. I know this will happen sometimes though, so it doesn't really affect me. But I do the same thing on my next sip of prayer, and this time I get a little stressed. I can't afford to be making mistakes with this sort of frequency. And the stress is showing. I made a mistake just because of the tilt, and the attack after it, I actually got chanced. I used the wrong safe spot. I needed to be another tile back. But at this point I realize that I'm tilted, I take a deep breath, I stop tensing up my shoulders, and I start thinking clearly again. I notice my prayer's draining too fast, so I switch to the lower prayers, and I start gaming with dodging attacks pretty much perfectly and feeling a lot less shaky. Almost a full minute later, and we get a grapple, giving me a max hit and bringing the boss down to 65% health. And this goes into a beam that I have to dodge, and I try to compensate back, but I get hit by the next attack. In my mind though, I know I can tank basic attacks every now and then, and dodging a beam is utmost priority, so that's okay. I have a lot of supplies and only Doom 2, so I can take 9 hits during this fight and be totally fine. Here we have another special coming up. It's a triple attack, and during it, I get a beam on top of me. But I dodge the beam and tick perfect flick the triple. That's one of the hardest things to do on the soul fight, and I get this massive dopamine rush from executing it. I feel like I'm on fire in the middle of this fight. Going into 50% boss health, I decide to rotate round to a new side, and doing so makes me take a hit. 5 stacks of doom, 50% boss health. I'm playing well, but this is going to be close. Below 50% health, the boss's triple attacks have a different timing. The third one is 1 tick later, but I thought of this when the transition happened and I was ready. And another beam comes by right over top of me, forcing me closer to the wall, so I decide I'm going to rotate 1 further into this big free space over on the right. I brought the boss down to 40% and I haven't made a single mistake since 50, so I'm ahead of my doom counter. I get lucky with another grapple bringing the boss to 30%, still only on 5 out of 10 doom. But things are getting faster near the end of the fight, so I decide it's probably time now. We're going to switch back to the big prayers, having conserved enough prayer doses during the fight with the smaller ones. I bring the boss down to 20%, and let's watch all of the rest of this fight. I can hear my heart beating in my ears, I can feel adrenaline coursing, I am so excited, I'm scared, I'm shaky, but oh man, I'm having a lot of fun. I love this fight. Oh, a grapple. That's great to see. And I think it's time to use my final dose of each of my combat potions. Bringing the boss down to 10% health, which is going to put us into the final phase of the fight, where Soul is doing all his mechanics at full speed. The boss is under 100 HP, and I get a grapple. It dawns on me here, this is actually happening. I'm gonna do it. The boss is low, I know it's safe, I commit, I'm standing on that puddle, it's totally gonna be fine, and dodge the beam and the explosion from the end. Oh my god. Holy shit. I can hear my heart beating in my ears. Oh my god. Oh. Well, oh. I can't speak, I can't click, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I can't equip it. Well, I guess we don't get the legs this video then. Oh. Oh. This video was absolutely unreal to make, and I still can't quite believe it. Thanks to everyone who's supported this series from the beginning to help make this a reality. Thanks to anyone who's subscribed, commented, or liked on any of my videos, and thanks most of all to my channel members, who help me stay motivated to be able to do things like this. Thank you so much to Scarlet and Jumbo, to Danny Boy, Dallas and Sheehan. Thank you Michael G, Noctiverse, Trogothor, Trod Wikipad, Parakiwi, Max, DI, and my longest standing channel member Diggydog SP. And thank you to anyone who decides to join channel membership program in the future. You get shouted out at the end of all of my videos. There are these cute crab badges you get in the comments, and now I'm making monthly member videos where I share with you what I've been up to that doesn't get to make it into the main videos. And with that, I bid you all farewell for now, and I will be back soon with a video that explains how this changes what's next for the account and what's coming up on it in the near future. Alright? Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you later.